What's going on? Another episode of Gear Up with PEG is here. I'm Ryan. This is Josh. He's here in real life, but we're talking about virtual reality. And Josh, you've got our VR rig here. Tell us a little about that guy.
So this is our VR rig. It's got 7 GoPro cameras. They're all inside of a 3D printed mount that points them all in different directions. So you can see I've got a top, a bottom, and then I've got 5 along the sides. And what this does is it actually records in all those directions, and we, in post, put it all together into a big VR image. So it's pretty cool.
Now, how's the quality on that guy video-wise?
So each one of these cameras can actually shoot up to 4K, and so we can kind of control the quality with that. And there's a lot of tweaks that you can make in the cams to change your quality. So we like to shoot these about 2.7K, so that's 7 times that. So at the end of the day, we can get an image over 8K, and we can upload that to YouTube, and we have a super high quality image.
Can there be too many Ks?
For YouTube, yes, but in our office, I think no.
Awesome, very cool. Now, tell us about some of the uses of that. I got to imagine time-lapse is probably a pretty big one. Anything else?
So event coverage is really cool for these. Like if you had it at a concert or something along those lines, you could see the whole crowd and the interactions on the stage and things like that. As you said, time lapses for big events, that require a lot of setup and then teardown would look really cool on these, because as the viewer, you become the camera in post, and you get to look around and see anything that the camera could see, which is everything. So there's a lot of good uses for these, and I specifically like the idea of having it at like a concert or something cool like that. I think that would be really cool to have one of these at in film.
Let's talk about the setup, because obviously, when you do a traditional big video shoot, you got to bring in all kinds of lighting. You've got to bring in cameras, tripods. It can be a ton of bags. We fill our van routinely when we go out on shoots. What's the setup like with that?
So the setup for this is actually extremely easy. This mount can go onto either our clamps or our light stands, or even just a straight threaded rod, hang it from the ceiling, or set it on the ground on a light stand, and it's done. You run power, you hit a button on the smart remote, it starts recording, and you're good to go. You actually can't have the lighting setup that you would have in a studio or things like that without this rig seeing them. So you keep it as simple as you can, kind of makes a nice experience for the viewer, so that they're not seeing all the lights or the cameras or the mics and all that stuff. So it's very simple. You just see the entire room, no rigging or anything like that, and you just set it right in the center, hit record, and you're good to go.
Now, I know one other thing you're very passionate about, and he's written a blog on this on PEG Insider, which is a great blog that everybody should check frequently and read on ProEntertainmentGroup.com, is the difference between VR and 360. And even though we all call it VR, not everything is actually VR. Tell us what the difference is.
Oh, that's correct. So VR is actually a space that you can move around in and interact with. So it's something like a virtual donut on a desk that I can pick up and throw around, or whatever I want to play with. You can interact with the space. Whereas 360 video is a video filmed in a 360 rig like ours that you can look around and choose your angle. So typically as the people shooting the video, we choose what the viewer sees. And with this, the viewer gets to choose what they see in any degree of our 360 space, which is really cool.
Can I choose the flavor of the virtual reality donut?
I hopefully in the next few years we'll have something as cool as that, but for now, no, you don't get to choose the flavor.
That is disappointing, but it's still a very cool rig. Josh, thanks for joining us. This has been Gear Up with PEG. More to come. Also, check out our website. You can find out all about our gear. Our social media page is really big as well. Josh, what's your favorite of PEG social accounts?
Our Twitter. We do a lot of fun things on there.
Twitter's fun. The Instagram. Josh is in a lot of videos. Make sure you check them out. ProEntertainmentGroup.com. That's where you can find them all.